कुंज बिहारी राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जना बल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जना बल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यशोदानंदन ब्रज जनरंजन यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी ये राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 राम राम हरे हरे प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद जय जय प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव जय जय गुरुदेव ताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल जैन विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिव्राजकाचार्य दृष्टि भंग से भक्ति वेदांत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जगत गुरु श्रील भक्ति सिद्धांत सरस्वती ठाकुर श्रील प्रभुपाद जी महाराज की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। श्री श्री गौर निताई कृष्ण बलराम जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा महारानी की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोपीनाथ जी की जय। श्री श्री राधा गोपाल जी की जय। श्री श्री राधा माधव जी की जय। संबित वैष्णव भक्त वृंद की जय। निताई गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि। पुंग ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कंचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वंशाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो महापदन्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्वसे नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। हरे कृष्ण।
हरे कृष्ण।
You can use fan.
Fan?
Fan is there. So by the mercy of Sriman Mahaprabhu, Sriman Nityananda Prabhu, by the mercy of also previous acharyas, by the mercy of Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev, we have chance to hear some Krishna Katha. Especially today we will hear about the duty of a bona fide devotee. According to our parampara system, according to Mahaprabhu's teachings, devotee means we are honored devotee of Lord. When in our parampara, this question came up about devotees. Devotee means devotee of Lord, and Lord's devotee and devotee of Lord. So we want to become a devotee of a devotee and also devotee of a Lord. We can see the life history of all acharyas, all devotees. You can't find anyone who is not a devotee of a devotee. You can't find anyone. You may ask about Arjuna, you may ask about Prahlad, you may ask about Dhruv Maharaj, you may ask about Draupadi, you may ask about Hanuman. They are all devoted to their spiritual masters. That is actually our first discipline in our spiritual life. We can see even in Karmi life, in India, this tradition was there. In Gurukul tradition, They're always giving superior respect to their spiritual masters. All spiritual disciplines and how to lead our spiritual life perfectly. We are not such a, how can you say, elevated devotees, Krishna will personally speakers. Okay, you do like that, you do like that. Krishna will not speak anything personal to anyone. For a conditioned soul have no direct relationship with Krishna. Although super soul is present in our heart, and he is prompting, because he is our friend, many times, not many times, always prompting us to do, this is good, this is bad. But to recognize what is good for us and what is bad for us, whether this prompting is coming from mind or this prompting is coming from super soul, to distinguish it is very difficult for a conditioned soul. Because Krishna as super soul present in our heart. And when we are suffering, like you are staying in a particular block or particular house. Before you are rented this house, before you are staying in this house, some rules are there. You have to know all the rules, regulations, everything. And government also always giving instruction, you have to do like that, you have to do like that. So, if this body is very, very valuable, human form of body, and super soul is there, and super soul also gives us so many instructions in which way we can stay happily. But it's very difficult for a conditioned soul who is very attached to material objects to recognize or to distinguish whether this prompting is coming from mind or this prompting is coming from intelligence, or this is my personal desire or super soul is saying. Unless our heart become clean, we are simple, sincere, we cannot recognize it. Because when we are suffering, anyhow soul is here, super soul is here, and soul develops a special attachment towards this body. The soul is different from this body, but he develops a special attachment towards body. Therefore, always we are recognized as a body, not as a soul. Only when we are preaching, we are saying we are soul. But in our practical life, always we are recognized as body. Therefore, even we are wearing a shirt, what we see? My shirt, my house, my mobile. Always we are referring, indicating, recognizing, giving our identification, what you might call, according to body. Who is saying? Soul is saying. But why is always recognizing body? He is different from body. Because your past life, how many lives? We can't calculate it. Thousands of lives. He had developed, he had this particular, I can say, attachment toward this body. Therefore, always presenting mind. Who is saying mind? Soul saying, my body. Soul actually saying, my body, my house, my money is different from body. Because you are always staying in this body, he developed attachment. So therefore, super soul is there. Super soul duty is like neutral. He's judging everything. As a super soul, his well-wisher is giving us indication. This is good and this is bad. But unless our mind is pure, intelligence is pure, we cannot hear the prompting of super souls. We cannot hear. Actually, sometimes we are thinking so many unnecessary things, which is neither spiritual nor material. You can see. Sometimes we are sitting and thinking so many things. This is not spiritual thinkings. Also, this is not material thinkings. Only mental speculations. Where all these things are coming? From mind. So super soul and soul, they are staying in this body. But they want, super soul want to help us. but he don't find any way how to help this conditioned soul. We are not suffering, we are suffering. We are suffering. In name of enjoyment, we are suffering. And we know this life is full of suffering. But we know. But we don't know its remedy. And also no one can help us except Super Soul's help, Krishna's help. No one can help us. When we get perfect, how can you say, knowledge, perfect identification, perfect way how to lead this life, then we can lead our life blindly, like a small child. He don't think about house rent. He don't think about gas, light, this, that. It's fully protected. His mind is fully protected. His intelligence is fully protected. Everything you think, oh, my mother is there, my father is there. That means for a small child, this life is just like a blank path. He can go anywhere. He knows my father is there, my mother is there. But when we are younger, we have intelligence, we have knowledge, we are earning money, we have everything. But still, if we judge ourselves, looks like our future is just like dark. Why? Because soul want different thing, mind want different thing, intelligent want different thing. And mind, sense, intelligent and soul, they are not following Super Soul. They are not following Super Soul because Super Soul want to help us. He have no other business to help. He want to help us. Therefore, he is giving indication. But because our mind is polluted, we are very attached to this body, material sense gratifications. So therefore, how can you say, like Super Soul is like, he want to help, but he can't help us. So in that condition, he expand himself into other way. Super Soul's three expand, Krishna's three expansion. One is Super Soul. It is very difficult. In India, we have this tradition. In West, you don't know. In India, how we admit everything as Super Soul. The Super Soul is indicating. Suppose you are going to some pilgrimage, or you are going to court, or you are going to some pious activities, pious works. But when you start your journey, immediately you saw some Mataji, she is carrying a pot, empty pot. Then?
Old age?
Huh?
Old age?
No, not old age. Might be old, might be young.
Okay.
So suppose we are going to market, or suppose we have some desire to buy something, or going to some temple, or going to some places. We saw some Mataji, she is carrying a mud pot or any pot. She is going to bring water. Immediately we know, oh, this is inauspiciousness. Therefore, in Shastra, in India, many Vedic Shastras are there. The Super Soul indicating through Shastra also. Suppose you are going to some work. A cat is going in your front. In your country, is there?
Inauspicious.
Inauspicious. Why?
Black.
Black cat. You are going in left side. You are going to some work. You saw in your left side. Yeah. In your left side, exactly is going. How can you know it? Whether it is auspicious or inauspicious? It is auspicious. Many things in India. Actually, always were our forefathers, saintly persons, always following all these things. Always following all these instructions. This is not blind faith. This is not blind faith. Even you can say in India, if a driver is saw a cat is just crossing, immediately stop and chanting Jagannath, Jagannath, or Krishna, Krishna. Because super soul indicating some danger is there. So I am just giving some examples. Like before your death, it was also in Ramayana. It's now in Ramayana also. You can see. Suppose your relative is going to death. How can you know?
Some sign.
Some signs are there. When you saw in dream, your father is just like drinking. How can we say? Cow dung. In India we have cow dung, not well, just like we are drinking some earth. We make just big hole. We are putting cow dungs. But in dream, if you saw your father, he's just wearing another flower. You can say you can't find here in India. This is called mandar. Generally, we are worshipping Kali through this flower, big red flowers. And if your father just drinking this water, cow dung water, it was in Ramayana. Bharat was in uncle's house. He saw this dream and woke up and crying in front of his uncle. Why, uncle? Why I saw this dream? My father was just drinking cow dung water and sitting over a donkey, wearing this mandar garland. Must be some inauspiciousness there. Many things. Super soul, we are discussing on that one. How a conditioned soul, so he have no direct relationship with Krishna. And still, Krishna wants to help us through super soul. But super soul always indicating us, do this thing, do this thing. But it is very difficult for a conditioned soul who is attached to sense gratification. His mind is not pure, he is not simple, he is not, how can you say, like open-minded. To follow super soul's instruction is very difficult. Therefore, Krishna's another gift for conditioned soul. Shastra. Shastra Guru Atma Rupe Apana ke Janan Krishna Mor Prabhutrata Jiber Haiga. So Krishna himself expand in three ways. He is present as super soul when he giving promptings, but we are not ready to admit it, because unless one is an honored devotee of a devotee, if a guru is a real disciple, is very simple, is dedicated, then super soul, he can understand super soul's instructions. Otherwise, always mind, how can you say, created disturbances, hindrances. Sometimes what is good, what is bad. Very difficult to recognize. Therefore, you can see within this Mahabharata, Krishna was personally present there and personally giving instruction to Arjuna. But after war finished, in evening time, when they are discussing many things about tomorrow, preparation, still Yudhishthira Maharaj asking so many questions. What will happen if Dronacharya will tomorrow attack like that? What will happen if Pitama Bhishma will attack like that? But Krishna was present there, personally present. So personally, he just clarifying all the doubts. But we have thousands of doubts, and all doubts coming from mind. Mind means imperfect mind. Mind is not perfect now. Unmatured mind. Actually, our mind is not matured, because mind is just like center. We will do anything, either materially or spiritually, through this mind. Mind is like center of all our activities, and if it's unmatured, especially, it creates problem. Like you see, I can give you a small example, like unmatured decisions. You can see, they want to enjoy, they marry. After 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 1 month, finish. Unmature decision. Immediately, same mind choosing something, same mind rejecting something. So in spiritual life it is different. Unless you are simple, open-minded, dedicated, very difficult to recognize super soul's instruction. But still super soul want to help us. Therefore he came in another form. As Shastra. As literature, Vedic literatures. It's expansion. Vedic literatures indicating us, you have to do this thing, you have to do this thing, you have to do this thing. And Vedic literature also, it is very difficult to understand Vedic literature. Because different stages of devotees are there. And different instructions are there. So when you hear the glory of holy name, then you think holy name is everything. When you hear glory of Guru Seva, then you think
everything.
Guru Seva is everything. When you hear the glory of deity worship, then you think
Same.
when you hear the glory of all spiritual paraphernalia, you think this is great. But actually, what is our adhikar? Adhikar means what is our position? We can get a perfection. We can get perfection through his real position. If your position is like Arjuna want to become sannyas. Arjuna want to become sannyas, but Krishna said, no, this is not your real position. This is your artificial position. This is artificial position. Don't try to, artificially you cannot do anything. And it will not give you credit either in your material life or in spiritual life. Artificially, you cannot lead your life. Anyhow, you will rest. It is better stay in your own position. You stay in your own position. So it is very difficult even to understand Shastra. Although Super Soul wants to help us through Shastra, therefore sometimes we are, how can I say, we are not intelligent, therefore we cannot understand Shastra. Intelligent means material intelligent, but spiritual we are not intelligent to understand all these Shastras. Because we are within 3 mood of material nature. So Super Soul wants to help. When he fell, then Shastra manifested. But still we have doubts what to do, what not to do. Then Sadhu came. And Sadhu's business, why Sadhu came? Just to help a conditioned soul. Sadhu have no other duty. Mahantu subhabai tarite pamar, nija kaj now, jau tar ghar. Sadhu have no his own business. He can, like our Gurudev used to say, a sadhu can stay in Vrindavan. He can bake some chapatis. He can do his own bhajan. Why is traveling? Why going to Western world? Why just constructing a big temple to give the shelter to conditioned souls, to engage in Krishna service? Because only sadhu knows the position of conditioned souls. Shastra will not direct manifest, or Shastra will not say, you do that. You have to understand. If you have qualification, then you have to understand from Shastra. But be careful. One statement from Shastra give you 3 meanings. You understand? If you are in mood of goodness, then some statement you will understand in mood of goodness. And if someone in mood of passion, he will understand in mood of passion. Someone in ignorance, he will understand in ignorance. But Shastra will not say, okay, you do like that, you do like that. Then how can you know your adhikas? It is very difficult. What is actually my duty? Whether I will worship, whether I will chant, whether I will cook, whether I will distribute books. It is very difficult. Because according to your mood of nature you can serve. You can't do anything artificially. So that you will not get satisfaction and you cannot give satisfaction to Krishna. Like you want to work in office, but someone said no. You just go and become a sales manager. You go to from you say? From market to different. But you want to stay in office, but your officer is saying, you just go. Then you will think, okay, I will not work in that company. This is against of your nature. And it is very difficult. Prabhupada always mentioning something, and Gurudev always mentioning something. To study, unless spiritual master is expert, he is not a pure devotee of Lord, he is not a unhindered devotee, to discriminate the devotee's nature, and according to devotee's nature, you have to engage him in service. Because without service, a disciple can't achieve any perfection in his life. Gurudev used to say, if you chant lakh rounds, all are unearths. Unless you enter to Guru Sansar. Guru Sansar means Guru have no personal business. For Krishna's pleasure, he is opening Sansar. Sansar means his family, Guru's family. Guru's family means his daddy, his Guru's mission, his Guru's activities. So we have to engage, and without do so, Gurudev used to say, without entering to Guru Sansar, you may chant many rounds, till anartha will be there. You can't free from anarthas. Because that means you are now, when you are entering to Guru Sansar, means you are helping in Guru's mission and Krishna's mission. Then you are eligible to get mercy. Especially our Mahaprabhu's teachings, our parampara, we are very addicted to devotees, not like other sampradayas. Okay, you take mantra, you stay in Radhakund, or you stay in Mayapur, you can chant Hare Krishna. No. This is not way of perfection in our parampara. We are very addicted to pure devotees. We can say this is addiction. We are attached to devotees. And this is Mahaprabhu's teachings also. So we are discussing on that thing. It is very difficult to understand Shastra. Therefore, nowadays, how can you say, in Facebook, WhatsApp, they have some groups, always fighting. Prabhupada said this thing. He said, no, Prabhupada said this thing. What everyone is saying, in broad sense, what everyone is saying, this is correct. Because according to their standard, they are saying.
All are right.
All are right. And no one is right also. According to Krishna's statement, according to pure devotee's vision, no one is right. And everyone is right. Because like one example, nice example, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in 11th canto is giving. We cannot blame also. It is their nature. How? Just like suppose sweet water, Ganga water is just flowing in a river. Ganga water, just Ganga Mata is flowing. Ganga river is flowing. Near the Ganga river, Tulsi plant is there. Tulsi Devi is there. Mango tree is there. Neem tree is there. A berry tree is there. So all are drinking, how can you say, with their, how can you say?
Roots.
With their roots, they are collecting same Ganga water. Ganga water is same for everyone. But neem tree, mango gives sweet, neem, bitter, tulsi, her nature, different. You see, same water, different. Berry is different. Water is same for everyone. But according to their seed's nature, same water is genuine. And working in a different way. Shastra is same. And therefore in 11th canto Krishna is saying to Uddhava, no one knows Shastra except me. No one knows Veda. Only I knows Veda. And everyone knows Veda. Everyone knows Shastra according to their intelligence. Therefore now all over the world you can see now fighting is going on. He's saying I'm right. He's saying I'm okay. All you are right. And according to Krishna's vision, no one you're right. You don't know. No one knows anything. Because Krishna only knows what is its secret. What is its secret? We know theory, but we don't know practical. We know theories. Okay, Prabhupada said this thing, Prabhupada said this thing, Prabhupada said this. But we are not realizing. Very difficult to understand Shastra. So when Shastra will give you reflection, when? Understand? When Shastra give you reflections, when you study Shastra, Shastra will say, hey, this is your duty. You can see, you are reading some Bhagavad Gita, you are hearing same lectures, sometimes it strikes to your mind. Sometimes you feel a different taste. Sometimes you took something very seriously and start to follow it. That means now Shastra's mercy is coming. Shastra sometimes reflect you. This is your duty. Karmi people also studying Shastras, Gitas. Jnanis also studying. But why Shastra is not giving them knowledge? They are preaching so much, but still they are smoking cigarettes. You see? Shastra mercy also. But Shastra will not manifest as mercy to someone who is not associate or not attached to sadhu. Unless you serve, you can understand the purport. Therefore, Prabhupada, first Acharyas, he write down purport elaborately. Before Acharyas commentaries, they write down commentaries and Sanskrit and in very, how can you say, in very rich words, opulent words. The essence of Shastra is written in very short forms. But Prabhupada elaborately write down all these things. Prabhupada knows A to B to C, everything I have to write down. Otherwise they will not understand. Very dull-headed. So, Shastra also helping. But it is very difficult. Holy name, you see, holy name. Shastra, Tulsi, deities, Bhagavatam, association of devotees. Many things are there. But nothing is like you are a diseased person. You have your own hospital and you have your own medicine factory. But still you are not curing your disease. Our condition is like that. We have everything. You see, we have everything. You don't think from A to Z, up to Vidhi Marga, up to Raganuga Marga, everything is in our parampara. But to develop such intense desire, we have everything. Tulsi is there, deity is there, holy name is there, Bhagavatam is there, association is there. Everything is there. But practically we are diseased. Why? Because unless someone knows our disease, we are very, how can I say, very weak. We are not intelligent to recognize what is our real disease. Only doctor knows. Whenever you go to doctor, sometimes you are saying so many things, but doctor is not saying one word. He just judging you. Then lastly doctor said, stop your mouth. I know what is your disease. Sometimes we are speaking so many things. Sir, I cannot digest this food. My head is real. I said, okay. It's doctor. Not necessary to elaborate to say something. Because we are thinking this is our problem, but what is real problem, doctor? No. And what we are saying, these are artificial problems. This is coming from our mind. This is not a real problem. Maybe problem, may not be problem. Because some root cause is there, that doctor knows. So what is our nature? And how can we get perfection in spiritual life? That indication come from Krishna, from super soul to Guru. Therefore, we are accepting spiritual master. Otherwise, not necessary. Otherwise, not necessary. Why? It is very, how can you say, it is compulsory for us to accept a spiritual master. Because if spiritual master is connected with parampara, with pure devotees, and always no other motive than to please his Guru and Krishna, and if he sincere pray for a conditioned soul, some instruction will come. And if disciple will just tightly catch up these instructions, then he can see his spiritual, advancement. He can see how by these instructions, he can just cross over the impediments. Therefore, we are addicted to our parampara systems. Because this is just like verse is flowing, we say flowing up to down. We are in down or we are in up. No, when you have no spiritual master, you are up. This is the problem. When you have no spirit, because this is spiritual master's duty to make you down. Because when false ego is there, that means always mind say, I know everything. But when mercy is there, then I know nothing. I know nothing. And when you think, I know everything, that means your spiritual life finished. Then mercy, now you are off. Now you are enough. So spiritual masters, we are discussing about that. How to become a bona fide disciple or bona fide devotee of Mahaprabhu. Bona fide devotee means bona fide devotee. We are devotee of bona fide devotee and we are devotee of a Supreme Lord. When we are saying devotee, especially devotee refer to Lord's devotee. But we are devotee, Lord's devotee, Krishna's devotee, and also Krishna's devotee's devotee. But don't forget two things. Who told? That Siddhanta is there. We are not sentimentalists. We have Siddhantas. When Pitama Bhismadev was going to die, going to give up this body, and slept on arrow bed. When Krishna came personally, there he mentioned in Srimad Bhagavatam, Tathapi ekanto bhaktesu pasya bhupanukampitam. He was glorifying Krishna. Krishna is very, how can you say, equal to everyone. He have no enemy, he have no friend, but still he is partial to his devotees. He is partial to devotees. And if you want to take this example, if you want to know this example, you just see how Krishna came to me. Suppose I am just going to give up my body, but at last of my life, he just came. Tathapi ekanta bhaktesu pasya bhupanukampitam. In that commentary, Vishwanath Chakravarti mentioning, Pandavas, Yudhishthir, I am not a devotee. Why Krishna came? Why Krishna came to Pitama Bhisma? Pitama Bhisma mentioning, Yudhishthir, I am not a devotee. Don't think I am a devotee, Krishna came for that. No, I am not a devotee. I am devotee of a devotee. Therefore Krishna came. Devotee of a devotee means I am very attached to all Pandavas, all of you. And especially I have very attachment towards Arjuna. Therefore Krishna came. Therefore Krishna came. All these are secrets. Although he knows Krishna will come because I have a sincere desire to before give up this body, I want to see Krishna personally. But it looks like impossible. It looks like Uttarayana already came. Sun is going towards, how can I say, north. But still Krishna is not coming. But when Krishna personally came, he realized, why Krishna came? I am not worshipping Krishna, I am worshipping Krishna through my arrow. Pitama Bhisma is mentioned. I am not a devotee. I am worshipping Krishna. How can you say? I put arrow on his body. This is my worship. He took such a bow. I just broke down his bow. This is worship. How can you, if you blaspheme someone, if you offended someone, how can he come to you? Even you don't want to talk with him. If someone just chastises you, you don't want to talk with him. But Bhismadeva astonished. I just broke down his bow and I just put so many sharp arrows over his body. But still Krishna, why Krishna came? Then he realizing, saying to Yudhishthira, Yudhishthira, you know why Krishna came? Because I am very devoted. I have a special attachment to all of you brothers. Because you are a devotee of Krishna. I am not devotee of Krishna. Pitama Swami mentioned, I am not devotee of Krishna. All you are devotees of Krishna. And because I have attachment towards you, Krishna therefore came. This is our parampara. This is our bona fide parampara. Our attachment towards devotees, how can you say, like, in which we are, how can you say, when you are going to market, in India we have these things. So, in one side, तराजू बोलते हैं ना,
weighing scale.
Like measuring instruments in India, they are like scales, meter scales. They're in one place they're putting like 1 kilo, 2 kilo, and in another place they're putting rice, dal, sabjis, measuring scales. So if we measure our parampara, which one is heavier? Lord or devotee? Devotee. Devotees are heavier. In other parampara, their balance, how can I say? Scale is just now in middle position, not heavier. But in our parampara, if Krishna in left side, God is in left side, and devotee is in right side, then our scale is coming towards right. Because this is Krishna's pleasure. How much you want to give pleasure, how much your consciousness, your activities, your mind, everything is fixed to please a pure devotee, that means you are actually pleasing Krishna. This is the way how to please Krishna. And without dosa, forget about how can you eradicate all miseries, to kick out all miseries. Not possible. Not possible. That means sun is going to set for you. Just as sun is going to set means darkness is there. When our focus, our mind, our intelligence, it's not a big deals. It's not a big deal. It depends on our consciousness. Whole day, like Mataji, whole day, she may be in office, she may be in her house, but always thinking, 5 children, I have to cook, I have to take care. You see, it is natural. It is natural. No one trained her. Okay, you should worry for your children. She knows, my children. Only developing one mood, my children. From his own accord, she trying how to please my family. She may be in office, but thinking, what my son is doing, what Nima is doing, what she is doing, who is doing. It is natural. And same thing, same principle we have to apply for Guru. It does not depend that if you stay closer to Guru, you can please. This is not an idea. This is not a proper idea. If you are not pure, how can you say, proper intelligent, very difficult to understand Shastra. Where you are staying. Whether you are staying very close or you are staying very far. But where your mind, where your focus, where is your intelligence? Whether you are always thinking how to, in this life at least I will try to give pleasure to Krishna's pure devotees. How many times we are praying for them? How many times we are praying to Krishna? Krishna, how can I give pleasure to your pure devotees? Please give me some indication. And some inspiration should come for that. And that is when this mood came, that is means now sun is rising for you. What is rising sun for us? This is rising sun. That means good fortune arise. This is real good fortune. When you always meditating, even when you are not trying. Suppose you are in office, Only you are thinking, oh, my son is come. Son will come. What she will eat? You can't help. But now you are only thinking. Love is coming. And Krishna and Guru, they're Basta Vastu. Basta Vastu means, how can you say? They're real love. They're not dead matters. They're not humans. They're real. Object of love. They knows. And He's super soul. He's in our heart. When super soul judges, He judges us. We cannot cheat others. Others may blame us. Others may give praises. But super soul is there. He judging us. Actually, what is our real mood? He judging us. So sometimes we feel disqualified. Super soul also knows. Okay. He trying but feeling disqualified. Sometimes we are trying to do something for Guru and Krishna. Super soul knows good. And same super soul, Krishna's expansion, this super soul, when a conditioned soul always focusing that in this life I do something for a pure devotees, then that is called, like, in your life now sun is arranged. That means no obstacle in your bhajan path, in your life. And if all these obstacles will come, it will not harmful for your bhajan. But when sun set, when you forgot pleasure of Guru and Krishna, when you forgot to do something for the pleasure of Guru, how to please a pure devotee? In this life, how can you please Krishna? When we forget this thing, this is sunset. When sunset, then darkness came. Then snakes, scorpions, dacoits, everything. In our life, sun. But always in our life, we are worried about how to set up our programs, plans. Huh? We are always worried. How to set up? How can we lead our life nicely? We are always worried. But this is actually not spiritual life. Spiritual life means all our efforts should be based on Guru and Krishna's pleasure. That we have to make some plan. Plan means we have to pray continuously. Some indication will come. Because that is the only way. That is the only way. Otherwise, everything looks like spiritual. But like some small guy, he's going to school with all his books. He's sitting in the school. But he don't follow a teacher. Then everyone is happy. Oh, my son is going to school. My son is going to school. But what is doing in school? He's not following teacher. Whole day is useless. He's not following his teacher. Our life is like that. Whole life we are chanting, offering prasadam. What we are doing everything in school, but we are not following teacher. What teacher is saying. That is going on. We can say this is like pious life. We can say this is a pious life, not a devout life. Pious life in India, you can see many pious people also in Belgium. Many pious people, they are worshipping, they are vegetarians, they are going to temple, they are building a temple, they are giving charity. Pious people. But pious people is different, devotees is different. We have teacher. And our life is based on them. Guru Susaya Bhaktya Sabda Sarvalabdhar Pranamcha Sangena Sadhu Bhaktanam Iswara Aradhanam. Seventh canto, Prahlad Maharaj saying, there are many ways to achieve perfection in this life. But as I hear from my spiritual master, this is the easiest way. It is the easiest way to achieve perfection. And in two verses mentioning. And first one, Guru Susrusaya Bhaktya. So with faith and devotion, you should serve spiritual master. Sarva labdhar pranamcha. Whatever you have, just give everything to Guru. Sangena sadhu bhaktanam, always associate with sadhu bhaktas, not bhaktas. Sadhu bhaktas. Those bhaktas, those devotees, they are sadhus. Sadhus means they are following previous acharyas. They are following Vedic principles, Vaishnava principles. Associate with them and worship Krishna. 2 verses. This is the easiest way, a topmost way. We can say in English, this is like shortcut way. Short way. These 2 verses, the essence of all Shastras to achieve perfection. This is Prahlad Maharaj teaching. And in that purport Prabhupada mentioning, when you are worshipping spiritual master, you should free from name, fame, prestige and adoration. That means our lives, if you speak like that, then everyone say, okay, that means spiritual master only wants money. Nowadays, this idea is coming. Only money. But actually, Guru Susasha means this is also Krishna's soul. When we are serving spiritual master, it does not mean a spiritual master of 100 disciples, all 100 disciples messaging their spiritual master's feet. Or all 100 disciples they are cooking for spiritual master. When Shastra is saying Guru Seva, it refers towards Krishna Seva. But Krishna Seva under Guru's supervision. Under direction of spiritual master, you have to serve. Because how to please Krishna, it is very difficult for a conditioned soul to know. So therefore we are following first a spiritual master. Prabhupada used to say, Gurudev also used to say, like Arjun. Arjun, he was a devotee of Krishna and devotee of his Guru. You see, in case of Arjun, no one is devoted like Arjun to his spiritual master. No one. Therefore, Krishna chose Arjun, Acharya, as a friend. Okay, I will speak Bhagavad Gita. He is very devoted to Dronacharya. Very devoted to Dronacharya. Dronacharya giving some, how can you say, Dhanu Vidya? Archery teachings. How to shoot arrows. And giving so many mantras. Okay, mantra, practice this mantra, this arrow, this arrow. He's giving one hour, 2 hour classes. After class, Yudhishthira Maharaj is giving instruction to others. Everyone is doing own works. But Arjun always tried to focus what my Guru told. All 4 brothers with Kauravas, with Duryodhanas, night time they are always taking rest. But Arjun never took rest. Night time Arjun practiced how to shoot arrows. Now, in one night, Dronacharya came. He saw everyone late in slept. But still Arjun is practicing. He said, Arjun, there is no light. In dark night, how you are practicing? This practicing means you want to give pleasure to his Guru. When you became a bona fide disciple, this credit come to Guru. When your son become a big officer, indirectly this all credits come to father, not son. You saw all these big spiritual leaders, all material leaders. In their name, always father is added. Whose father? Whose son? So indirectly this is credit to spiritual master. So all our activities should base on spiritual master. Arjuna is not practicing to become a big warrior. No, he want to become a servant, best disciple of his Guru. So therefore, whenever someone asks anything to Arjun, I am friend of Krishna. I am son of Kunti. And he said, I am Arjun. He never told like that. I am disciple of Dronacharya. and brother of Yudhishthir. Before days, they are giving this type of, how can you say, their indications, their titles like that. If you ask, who are you? If I say, who are you? Then immediately you are saying, my name is like that. Arjun never told like that. If you ask Arjun, who are you? My mother is Prutha. My father is Pandu. I am disciple of Dronacharya. My brother is Yudhishthir. That means his mood is I have to glorify superiors. So we are performing all our activities just to please our spiritual masters. But same work, when we forget spiritual master and we are performing such activities and we want to become a great, that means this is not devotion. That means we were performing same activities for our own credit, for our own success. And we are not ready to give this success to our spiritual master. That is not devotion. Something. So night time was practicing. Astonished. Everyone already slept. Why you are practicing? He said, Gurudev, I want to become your best disciple. I want to become your best disciple. I want to become a sannyasi. I want to become a devotee, best devotee. Okay, you want to become a best preacher, best devotee. Of which best devotee? Your gurus? This is important. You want to become a best devotee. Then, for whose pleasure? For whose pleasure? This is important. Okay, if I will become a best devotee, like Ekalavya. Ekalavya? You don't know about Ekalavya? He can. He was from tribal community. He can. He is a competitor of Krishna, Arjun. He can. What is the difference between Ekalavya and Arjun? Arjun want to become a best disciple of his guru. That means all his effort go to his guru. But Ekalavya, same guru's disciple. One thing is not there. You see. This is a perfect example. He want to take all credits.
Be the best.
I want to become best. But Arjun, different. Therefore, Ekalavya came, he rejected. Dronacharya said, no. I can only give trainings to Kshatriyas, not tribal peoples, other castes. 8 miles. After 8 miles, where Dronacharya's ashram was there within the jungle, he cleaned 8 miles. Cutting all trees, he make way, visible way to see how Dronacharya giving training to Pandavas, Kauravas. He had such a sharp eye and keen desire, you see, all best qualities of a devotee, a disciple. But only one thing he forgot, everything is useless. Only forgot to give pleasure to Guru. All his effort, useless. Therefore, so-called spiritual practice, so-called spiritual activity, so-called preaching, all these things, if not lead to give, or everything is not lead towards spiritual master's pleasure, everything is useless. Useless means we cannot say useless. We can say you can get some pious activities, result of pious activities. 8 kilometers, 8 miles, he just clean everything. And he just, with sharp vision, keen desire, strong desire, he just watching how. And also he worshipping his guru, he installed deities. His guru's deities. You can install deities, you can keep guru, you can install deities. But why? For your pleasure or for your guru's pleasure? This is important. When you forget one point, then everything is useless. Everything. And if you keep one point in the center, everything will come to you. Everything will come to you one by one. One Guru and Krishna will arrange everything for you. And if you forgot one thing, everything, all problems come to you. You see, he installed deities, his guru's deities. That means he have also devotion towards his guru, but he is devoted to his guru for his own benefit. He want to become great. He was worshipping everyday Guru Puja. He was everyday worshipping Dronacharya, giving to our fruits, paying obeisances. And what he learned from Dronacharya, practicing in front of his guru's deities, and he became such an expert warrior. Once Pandavas are moving in the forest, he saw him within a dog 8 arrows. In his mouth, 8 arrows fixed. Simultaneously, 8 arrows. When Arjuna saw Dronacharya was there, he's asking Gurudev, who is such a warrior? He's just shooting arrow in such a way that 8 arrows just simultaneously make a catch, just stop dog's mouth. Even I don't know how to just shoot this type of arrows. Then there's follow, then find out, Dronacharya find out Ekalavya. Who are you? Oh, I am Ekalavya. I went before. Okay. Who shoot this arrow? He said, I. Who is your guru? You are my guru. You see? He's rejecting his guru. He's rejecting his guru. He's glorifying his guru. He's worshipping his guru. He's worshipping his guru. He's admitting his guru. He took lessons from his guru, but missing one point. He don't want to please his guru. He want to do something for himself. I want to become great. But Arjuna, same devotee, but he want to give pleasure to his guru, therefore his success in his life. Then Dronacharya said, okay, if you are my disciple, you have to give dakshina, give charity, Guru dakshina. He said, yes, Gurudev, I can give. Then give your finger. Thumb. Just cut down and give him. This is not an easy thing. You remark, up to the last point, if he is not devoted to his guru, how can he cut down his thumb? But what sort of devotion? What sort of devotion to his guru? Mixed with pride. You see how I am devoted. How I am devoted to my guru. Even I cut down my thumb. And everyone can remind me that I am such a Guru Bhakta. This prideness is there. Everyone preaching in India, everyone preaching Ekalavya. But in our parampara, we condemn Ekalavya. We don't like Ekalavya. Because all his activities looks very spiritual. Everything spiritual. Worshipping Guru, following Guru, admitting Guru, giving charity to Guru, but not understanding Guru's mood. Everything useless. But Arjuna always understanding what is Guru's mood. How can we give pleasure to Guru? What is mercy? What is mercy? You cannot demand for mercy. Mercy is not something you can perform some austerity like yoga, something you can get. No. Mercy. When Guru and Krishna please with her activity, it comes out. It comes out. You know, dog, cat. When they have small kids, in India you can say, here I don't know. Dogs, cats, they are moving here and there. They are eating flies, stools, many things. But they have some small kids. So they eat so much. When they can, the kids come to their mouth. Out of love, just vomiting. All foods, what he had eaten, everything is coming. Because out of love. She have such love for their kids, small dog kids. Vomiting, everything come from the mouth. Because love is there. It is coming out. So mercy is like that. Mercy is like that. It's just like vomiting. It's coming, flowing, it will come. Kids, if you saw the dog kids in India, they just come close to their mouth, to their mother's mouth. They are just sucking, licking, surrounding, creating sounds. Then mother said, okay, they are my children. So unless Guru, and we are always praying mercy, 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 mercy. Where is mercy? What is mercy actually? We have to understand. What is mercy? This is mercy. When they please, Guru and Krishna please in our activities, then this mercy is just like vomiting. It comes from, okay, what is my property I want to give you. This is our parampara system. Therefore we are addicted to sevas. Different sevas, Guru's instructions. This is not, how can you say, speculation. This is not speculation. Because everyone is following orders. Everyone is following. We are following our Guru's instructions. Our Guru is following Prabhupada's instructions. Prabhupada is following his Guru's instructions. When everyone is following means mercy is coming. When you not follow, mercy will stop. So, important, this, when a devotee's activities always base, all of his activities base for the pleasure of Guru and Krishna, that means now his bright future came, son arise for him. Just focus on one point, you don't worry about all unearthers. Everything will come. To perform some sadhana, some strength is required. Just like for chanting 16 rounds, some strength is required. What is the strength? Mind strength is required. You can watch 5 hour, 10 hour television. You can talk up to 5 hours, 6 hours in mobile phone. But only 2 hour chanting, not easy. Some strength is required. Strength is required. For any spiritual activity, strength is required. We can't do it. So we have to pray for that strength. The strength will come. When we connected with, how can I please? In this life, at least I will try my best to please spiritual master, parampara, acharyas, and Krishna. If you always focusing on that point, then you can find strength. You can find strength for the spiritual activities. You try it. Don't worry about unearthers. How to overcome our unearthers? We can't. We have no power to kick out unearthers. In 7th canto, conclusion is there. Narada Muni is giving. Etat sarvam guru bhaktya purusahi anjasa jaya. So different processes are there to cross over these unearthers. But one process is there to cross over all unearthers. That is Guru Bhakti. Devotion towards, real devotion towards spiritual master, towards parampara, towards sadhu guru. Only by developing this mode, how to please Guru and Krishna, you can cross over all the impediments. But this is conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam. So strength, where you can get strength? Spiritual strength. Mind wants some spiritual strength. Actually strength comes when close association with, how can you say, devotees. Those are very attached towards sadhu and guru. And you develop, this is called contagious disease. This is disease. By association you will develop such a mood. How to please. Then when you train yourself in that practical life, how to please, your focus, how to please, then you can find strength. That means when you are thinking about Guru Krishna's pleasure, means you are now connected with Parampara. We are maybe, how can you say, we are maybe in very lower level, Kanishta Adhikaris, but we can connect with Parampara when we forget our own pleasure and want to give pleasure to Guru and Krishna. How can I please Prabhupada? You just help me. Gurudev, you help me. Because my lifespan is going on. And how can I get mercy? Unless you please, I can't get mercy. You give me. Give me some seva. Give me some seva. And when you pray continuously, that means you are now connected with Parampara's flow. So according to your sincere desire, mercy will come. And when you forget, maybe it looks like spiritual, but you are not thinking about Guru and Krishna, but you are yourself doing something, spiritual activities. Now you are not connected with Parampara. Mercy will not come. And we cannot kick our anarthas, kick out all anarthas. All impediment will come day by day, and great challenges. Sometimes devotees after 30 years, 40 years, they think our life is more challengeable than Karmi life. It's practical. Because when you don't find any spiritual hope, spiritual test, you think, the Karma people, they are very happy. They are sometimes going to club. They can going to football match. They are going to park. They are enjoying. But what is my life after 40 years? Nothing else there. Because we want some different test. Different test. But where is our fault? We should not blame to others. Our fault. How to connect with Parampara? Connected with Parampara means to pleasing Sadhu and Guru. And then we become bona fide devotees. Then we become bona fide devotees. And therefore, all our activities, hearing, chanting, serving, based on Guru and Krishna's pleasure. Okay, thank you. So, your question and answer, huh? Okay. Okay. Thank you. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. I was just thinking how to understand this Guru's mood.
How mother understands child's mood? Because when you develop someone, and when you develop love for someone, you can understand mood. When you actually, because super soul is there, super soul will transmit. So when you associate with Guru, if actually you are simple, your mood is to give pleasure to spiritual master, to Paramparas, to Acharyas, it will manifest to you. And therefore, disciples always asking to Guru, like Prabhupada always asking to Bhaktivedanta Swami, how can I please you? How can I please you? Although sometimes you understand mood, still you want confirmation more. How to please? Because this is our natural constitution. As a soul, if we please super soul, then we get pleasure. So this is natural constitution. And why we are following spiritual master? The spiritual master is also one to please super soul. You have no, how can you say, other idea. They have to please Guru and Krishna. So if you develop actually in a simple heart, if you develop love, affection, then you can understand more. Okay. Yeah.
One question, you told that to understand Shastra, there's like 3 levels, passion, goodness, and...
No, only not 3. I just forgot to tell you. There are 81 varieties of devotees.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yes, they have...
That means 9 types. Hearing 9 types. 9 types of hearing. 9 varieties of hearing, 9 varieties of chanting, 9 varieties of worshipping. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So then, if you read one verse from Bhagavad Gita, then how many, if 9 varieties of devotees is there, then how many varieties of expansion will come? understand?
Yes.
So therefore goodness is 3 types.
Mm-hmm.
First grade, second grade, third grade. Passion also 3 types.
Ignorance.
Ignorance also 3 types.
But it takes like the explanation by sadhu to understand the purport of the shastra.
Yes.
But like Gurudev was saying, to explain Prabhupada's purport, it takes like many hours. You can speak one. But how to see this, how to understand that even Prabhupada, such elaborate purpose he was given, but then it takes like...
No,
there's
you see,
different-
Shastras, if you think Prabhupada elaborates so much, then you think about Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur or Siddhar Swami. They are not elaborating so much, they are small. Then how Prabhupada elaborate? How? Because he had such devotion towards Acharyas. By Acharya's mercy, he just elaborately describes. Sometimes Shastra may be like Prabhupada's purport. Like Gurudev was speaking, even from one sentence, Gurudev speaking from Prabhupada's one sentence, speaking one class. It's not separate knowledge from his spiritual master. This is his spiritual master's mercy to elaborate Shastra for these souls. Therefore, Acharya statement sometimes is called in Sanskrit Tatkali. Tatkali means some statements are there, some instructions there for present situations. Where he was preaching, how much sincere souls are there. According to the souls, super soul just giving, how can you say, knowledge, inspirations, how to nourishment to all these devotees. So therefore, he explain it more.
So this means the adhikar of those devotees.
Yes. So, sometimes for adhikar of this for these devotees, sometimes for according to time, place, and circumstances, to keep siddhantas. Sometimes Acharya is preaching. Once one devotee asked to Gurudev, in Mayapur you give such a nice class. You should give same class in same way in Bhubaneswar. Because in Bhubaneswar, when Gurudev was giving this class in Mayapur, no one recorded it. Among the devotees, no one recorded it. Before, tape record was there. No one recorded it. Then these devotees asked, Gurudev, you should give same class in same mood and some explanation. Then Gurudev said, hey, you thinking I am speaking? No. I can speak. I am not speaking. Gurudev said, I've never speaking theoretically. I never speaking theoretically. This is practical. Sometimes super soul according to time, place, and circumstances. Super soul giving prompting, giving direction, what to speak, how to speak. Because a preacher, this is actually real preaching. Preacher means you always surrender at lotus feet of Guru and Parampara. We are preaching to soul. We are not preaching to mind. Professors, philosophers, astrologers, all knowledge only for mind. With these 3 words, you can see all the knowledges only to convince their mind. But our preaching is only for soul. So how can someone in mind platform can preach to soul? Immediately you can distinguish whether he is preaching from mind or he is preaching from soul. If he is preaching from mind, it gives you pleasure for some times, but it will not penetrate to your heart. But when a preacher is surrendered at lotus feet of his Guru and Krishna, I don't know anything. To what to speak, what to say, how to say. Unless, therefore we are praying. Guru Vandana, all prayers, Radharani. That's why we are praying. So you should help. That's if super soul prompt you. So according to time, place, circumstances, adhikaras, it's common. And this is real preaching. Preaching is not just like you can practice something and you come and in primary stage you can do like that, but it will not be effective. No, it will not be effective. will not helpful neither for hearer nor for you. If you practice like that, it is called stereotype preaching. Stereotype. Like stereo. Something is recorded there, you just push the button, you will play only sound. Only sound. We are not like that. We are depending on Guru and Krishna because I don't know. You are a soul, but actually what your soul want now? How is suffering? I don't know. Only super soul know. If super soul prompt me, I am not indicating to you, to someone. When a preacher just preaching something, if it was come through super soul, it gives nourishment to all devotees. And in that preaching, mind convinced, soul convinced, intelligent convinced, and super soul convinced. And this is real nourishment. And this comes from only by mercy of Guru and Krishna. This doesn't depend on practice. When Prabhupada came, Prabhupada mentioned so many things in his purports, but when he was preaching, all his record lecture class, you just hear simple things. But he knows so many things. Thousands of verses he knows, all Siddhanta he knows, but when he was preaching, his literature is different from his preaching. You study Srimad Bhagavatam, you just find out one verses and his lecture, compare. One, Bhagavad Gita 1, and you see the lectures. Total purport is different, lecture is different. How?
Preaching according to the...
You are 100% guidance, the super soul's expansion. He knows all the souls what want. So super soul just giving this thing. Therefore Gurudev said, I cannot say same thing. Why are you thinking I am speaking? Gurudev many times said, I am not speaking anything. It is just coming. When you surrender at lotus feet of Sadhu and Guru and you think this is my seva and I can live my spiritual life through Krishna Gatha and I can remind myself also what is my real duty. Please Krishna will help me. Then Guru and Krishna will give something which give nourishment to you and to devotees. This is different. This is not like a stereotype like this song, that machine. This is not different. All these paraphernalias. Okay.
Maharaj, I have a question.
Yeah.
So there's this first Mukam Karoti Vajlo
Yeah.
and
This was Siddhar Swami's.
yes. So Ekalavya and Arjuna are both disciples of Dronacharya.
Yeah.
From where did Ekalavya get his strength to have these martial arts to like
Mind
his mind?
Mind intelligent. If you practice, you can do it.
Okay.
Nowadays, I'm not criticizing anyone, but this is fact. If you have intelligence, you become a preacher. You practice so many slokas, so many things. You know how to speak. How to speak. You know the art of speaking. In India, many people you can find. Thousands of people. They know how to speak very well. Flowery words. So, we are soul. We have some strength. This is a nice question. So where Eklavya got this strength? It was his own strength. So sometimes your own strength defeat you. But Guru's strength will you defeat others. Because you have one mind, you have your own intelligence, you are using it, and this is happening now. Therefore, we are not advancing in spiritual path. When you are using your intelligence, your capacities, whatever you have, and possesses something, you think this is mine, due to my strength, I just achieve all these things. Then surely you will defeat. So it is different. And where is its proof? Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Gurudev also told the same thing. If Ekalavya was Guru's devotee, then why not he, when Guru rejected, why he follow Guru? Guru said, no, I don't want to teach you. You are a Sudra. If he is real devotee, then you have to follow, yes, Gurudev, I am not qualified. Please you accept me. If Guru rejected, then he can follow other Gurus. But how can he challenge Gurus? When Guru rejected, how is he artificially following Gurus? Okay, second. If his real devotee is Guru, how is he envious towards Arjuna? How he developed enviousness towards Arjuna? A real devotee never envious towards any pure devotees. And third one, if he is real Guru Bhakta, then in Mahabharata, Ekalavya joined in which party? Kaurav parties. Why did he understand? Krishna is with Pandavas. I should join in Pandavas camp. That means still enviousness was there towards Arjuna. Actually he came, he want to become a, how can I say, great warrior. And I want to surpass Arjuna. And no one became a, how can I say, no one become get any success if we develop enviousness towards a pure devotees. Finish, your spiritual life finish. Sometimes by our own intelligence, like a tree, you should cut a tree. If you cut down, immediately leaf not fall down, still green. You can see greens, leaves still green for sometimes, some days. Slowly dry up. So like that, when some devotees, by his own practice, by his own intelligence, own strength, he just achieves some success. But you should understand, if some spiritual success is there, means Guru Krishna's mercy is there. But his devotee think this is according to my strength, or according to my, how can you say, my practice, my intelligence, my strength, I just achieve all these things. That means now tree is cut off. Slowly it is going die. Anyhow. Okay.
I have one question. If Dronacharya asked Ekalavya to cut his thumb, then how is he going to serve Guru? Because for a bow and arrow you need your thumb, right?
He not asking.
Oh.
Why he was not asking? He was so proud at that time. I am a great devotee of my Guru. If he was a real humble devotee, he can ask, Gurudev, I want to serve you. I want to serve you. If I will cut down my thumb, I cannot serve you. But he was totally popped off. Oh, if I will cut down my thumb, then everyone will say, Ekalavya is real Guru Bhakta. Out of pride. So different how can I say, different directions, different statements are there. But actually, we can distinguish from that story or in our life. To please Guru and Krishna is one side, and using our intelligence, strength, our capacity, doing something is another thing. When you are using your intelligence, strength, you are doing something, it will not give you pleasure. Everyone will please you. Everyone will appreciate you. But inside you will not get some pleasure. But when Guru, Krishna will please, maybe other devotees, they will create obstacles, they will blame you. But inside you feel different inspiration will come. You will never harassed. You don't feel harassed, helpless. This is it. When Guru and Krishna please, means inside you will feel some inspiration. And if you are doing something from your own accord, your own strength, everyone will appreciate. But inside you will not nourished. You don't feel nourishment, encouragement, inspiration. This is subtle distinctions are there. From that we have to remark. I am performing so many activities still. Why? My mind is still not happy. Why I don't feel happy? That means Guru and Krishna is not happy with my activities. Simple things.
There's so many fall down, they're not just suddenly.
No, not suddenly.
It is a whole process
The whole process means, as I told,
from being...
root is cut down, tree is there. Slowly it dry up. When heavy wind comes, it will fall down. So when all our activities we are performing, every step we have to remind what I am doing, only out of strength of sadhu and gurus. From their strength I am doing something. So if we forget this point, that means now root is cut down. Anytime another will come, some challenges come, we can pull down. Because we are living on the strength of spiritual masters, Guru, Sadhu Guru's mercy. This is our strength. Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll sing this one. Radha Krishna Pranamo Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna Pranamo Jugala Kishore Jibane Marane Gati Ar nahi Jibane marane gate ar nahi Radha Krishna pranamo Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna pranamo Jugala Kishore Kalandira kule keli kadam peraban Kalandira kule keli kadam peraban Ratana bedira upar basavatuja Ratana bedira upar basavatuja Radha Krishna pranamo Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna pranamo Jugala Kishore Shama Gauri Ange Diva Chandanera Gandha Shama Gauri Ange Diva Chandanera Gandha Chamara Dulava Kabe Hari Mukha Chandra Chamara Dulava Kabe Hari Mukha Chamara Dulava Kabe Hari Mukha Chandra Chamara Dulava Kabe Hari Mukha Chandra Radha Krishna pranamo Jugala Kishore Radha Krishna pranamo Jugala Kishore Gatiya mala tir mala Dibo tohar gole Gatiya mala tir mala Dibo tohar gole Adhare tuliya dibo Karpura tambule जुगल किशोर राधा कृष्ण जुगल किशोर ललिता विशाखावादी जता सखी वृंद ललिता विशाखावादी जता सखी वृंद आज्ञाय करिब सेवा चरणारविंद आज्ञाय करिब सेवा चरणारविंद आज्ञाय करिब सेवा चरणारविंद आज्ञाय करिब सेवा चरणारविंद राधा कृष्ण प्रणामो जुगल किशोर राधा कृष्ण प्रणामो जुगल किशोर श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेर दास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेर दास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेर दास श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु दासेर सेवा अभिलाष करे नरोत्तम दास सेवा अभिलाष करे नरोत्तम राधा कृष्ण प्रणामो जुगल किशोर राधा कृष्ण प्रणामो जुगल किशोर हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय जय प्रभुपाद जय प्रभुपाद प्रभुपाद जय जय गुरुदेव 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 जय जय गुरुदेव जय गुरुदेव नित्याय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्याय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्याय गौर हरि बोल। श्री राधा माधव की जय, राधा गोपाल जी की जय।